All right, hey everyone, it is Coach Brittany here, and I'm going to go over with Coach Ashley how to pick up the sandbag for either one of the sandbag bear hug squats or the hold. So once you picked out what sandbag you are going to use, it's going to sit in between your feet. From here, Ashley is going to grab the sandbag, she's going to roll it into one side, roll it into the other. She sets up her back nice and tight, slight arch before she deadlifts it. And then she's going to pinch her knees together like she has to go pee, so it's resting on her legs. From here, she can adjust her arm so she has a full grab on that. Depending on the sandbag, you might be able to hold it here like she is. Some of us might have to hold it with a grasp like this. You're gonna hold it up as high as possible. For the hold, your knees need to be straight as you do this. If your knees start bending or that starts resting, then you are done. Now, if we're going sandbag squats, you're going to have to make sure that it for sure is resting up high, and Ashley's going to go down to the bottom of her squat and back up. Good rep. Hey guys, it's Coach Brittany here, and one of the accessory pieces for this week is to do GHG hip extensions. I know a lot of us haven't done this before, so we're going to go over the setup and how to do this movement. The first thing that I'm looking for is that when you are set up, that you have good contact with your feet against the plate there, and then the shins are going to be on the pad. The second thing that I am looking for when Ashley gets set up, you can just go ahead and put your hands down here, is that the pads here are actually away from her hips. So she should be able to extend at that hip crease fully, and then when she comes down to the bottom, it should also be free of the pad so that we can make sure that we get it hinged in the hips. Now, for this movement, what I am looking for is that Ashley goes to her fullest range of motion. For some of us, that might be a little bit scary. So if you have to go to half range or even just hold at the top, that is fine. Ashley's going to go ahead and start at the very top here. Now, what I'm looking for is that her back is flat and you're starting in basically a Superman. From here, she's going to keep this all the same, but she's going to hinge at the waist, kind of like a deadlift. She comes to the very bottom position, and then from here, she's going to raise back up, not changing anything in her spine. So that is going to stay tight and the same the entire way. Cool. Ashley, go ahead and come on out for us. Like I said, if this is something that makes you nervous, you can do this to halfway. So if that means that she starts here and goes a quarter of the way down and back up, I am cool with that. Or you guys can do a hold. If needed, because I know it's scary, you guys can also use your hands on here, but we are trying to use the back erectors, hamstrings, and glutes to lift us all the way up in this movement.